I have found myself thinking how fitting it is that dolls are a rite of passage for American little girls. It's the easiest way to set standards early. Beautiful, docile, complacent, the list goes on and on. Although our experiences differ, my cultural upbringing also had an unseen hand pushing women down. As I read your words, I remembered being told a woman should quiet herself. The line "in two distant places, but this at the same historical moment" touched the little girl in me who was raised to feel less valuable than men. Especially due to America's recent election results, I, too, hear my mother, my sister, my friends cry as they fear for the loss of their rights. Although our circumstances may differ, your words made it clear to me that we are connected as women being forced into a mold. While you fight against hijabs, I fight against men taking away women's right of choice. Like our ancestors, we are part of a history book on women's rights that's still being written. Through your words, I have realized that I'm not alone in this fight. And although I have been crying the past week, I too feel anger at our society's purpose of suppressing and controlling women and for extending that control to the entire society. Your words have reminded me that there is work to be done and have turned from glass to porcelain to ivory to steel. I no longer wish to be a passive bystander as society continues to control women and kill us with 1,000 paper cuts. As you have said, we assuredly know what we want far better than what we do not want. I know what I want, and it isn't a world where women live in fear of their reproductive rights. I want a world where women are not constantly having to apologize to men for taking up too much space by existing. I refuse to apologize for my spirit any longer. If you have the strength to write from prison, I can find the courage to write from the heart. My words have always been my biggest strength, and I want to utilize them to start spreading awareness and hope about women's reproductive rights. However, while words carry a big punch, I believe the most important sword is words followed by action. I want to look into my community and see what I can do to further the fight, as every ripple can become a tidal wave. I do not know when or even if my fight will ever end, but I do know that I want my future daughter to inherit a world much better than the current one. You and I are planting the seeds for a future that's about to sprout, and using the strength of our minds, words, and actions to show that while victory is not easy, it is certain.